Hello everyone, going for Diamond 5 here. Playing Pure Paladin, very reliable deck. Not the most interesting or fun deck, not the most explosive deck. Besides the Countess, you've got to get quite some colourful combinations of legendaries there. But besides that, it's a very board-based, powerful deck. Running a 65% win rate so far.
Judgment begins.
Just for a bit of early board presence, I think. This could be the what's it called? Nice to get like an earlier Grim Street outfit, and we do. So we're gonna start off with this, and hopefully he'll use hero power to kill this. That'll give us an extra 2 little tokens in our hand. We can buff them up. Even buff the Leviathan up. Very nice.
The citadel stands strong.
Okay, so I think we just pile on the stats. Yeah. We'll put right. So we were thinking ahead to playing around Hollow Hounds. So we'll put Divine Shield Taunts on the side there. Do we trade this off? Do we start hitting? If he hits this one, oh, he hit that one. Okay, fine.
The more you struggle, the better.
So he probably doesn't want to hit into this one, so we'll put the lower cost cards around this taunt. Let's put it on this end.
Repent. The battle.
Playing very aggressively here. We could theoretically get 19 damage if we draw the right cards next turn. No, we can't draw both of them. We draw Funkin. That gives us an extra 2 damage here, which takes us up to 16. They've got other cards which can do damage. Master of Battle can do one. Right, is that there? Right, so he's going to try knocking out that. Oh, interesting. So he's doing it this way. Okay, right, so we're a bit vulnerable in terms of protection for our board here. How do we do this? Do we want to protect this? So we'll trade this. I'll play this, that, and that. And coin out next turn. So maybe play hero power, this and this.
I wonder.
So we want to put this, the minion we want to die next to this one.
Move quickly.
So put this there. Put a gap there. 1 mana 2/2 is better than 2 mana 1/1. Boogie down. I think we take this. And then we coin out Countess and hopefully finish the following turn.
Everybody needs a casket.
Okay. It's been a tricky climb to Diamond 5 at the moment. Yeah. Okay, so we'll use this to break through. So we'll draw first. Okay. Okay, so at least we know that at the bottom of the deck. Right, now we how do we do this? Oh. Right, so everything goes face here. Which is where do we put these taunts? Let's put them on the far end each way. So if he wants to get the cleave effect here, then you get 6, and then you get 3 if he goes into here, which is not enough to save him. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's just hope he doesn't get extremely lucky. He's only going for 1 minion. Okay. Well, he just gave me a buff. Okay. Oh my goodness, that is annoying. That's pretty good. Still got 1 more spell left. Immolate. Okay. Wow. Okay, worth a try. Nice. Alright. Have a quick look at the deck. Yeah, up to Diamond 5. Still haven't found the deck we're completely comfortable with yet. I do like the big Warlock deck. I'm pretty sure I can get a very strong Warlock deck. I just have to see the meta settling and then fine tune it to counter the decks we're usually seeing. Okay, so let's have a look. Tavern Brawl coming up soon. Buff 150 minions with a Grim Street output. Okay. Right. Yeah, so cool. That very annoying, but cool. So let's look at the deck. So we had about a 66% win rate, I think. Let's just double check that. Yeah, 67% win rate. So let's have a look. We see all the different decks I've been playing. Nature Shaman, didn't quite get the hang of it. Very powerful, but I just felt it was a bit weak early on to certain decks. Control Warlock, cheating out big minions, and control the board. Thaddeus Warlock, similar idea, just a different flavour. Sith Mage, very powerful. Blood Death Knight's my own idea. Quick look at it if you want. Basically very, very sort of like control-y sort of idea. And we put in, as a win condition, we put in Ignis. So we put in 1 forge card. It's very annoying. You have to forge a card to make the custom weapon, but you always take the 10 mana weapon, which can give you massive value. It does 30 damage to face over 3 turns if you get the Wind Fury, and you get other benefits, like maybe lifesteal or some extra damage or armor or generating minions on the board. And then the regular sort of other win conditions like Alexandra, just more grain. The Primus can give you massive amounts of health if they've got a very big minion, so you're not limited to 55 health with the two, where are they? Vampiric Bloods. You can actually permanently increase your health using the Primus against a massive minion. We've got the early game, we've got some armor. I've been messing about with it. Might take out Sketchy Stranger, put Audio Amplifier in, just to give us the extra flexibility, because it's very hard to play more than one card late game. You want to play a 6 drop with a 5 drop, you can't really do it. Getting the extra mana, it's very useful. Anyway, we've got Thaddeus Warlock, Sith Mage, Drum Druid. You saw that recently. Got very high with Drum Druid, almost got to 1500 in Legend. Relic Demon Hunter, I've updated it to include 2 new cards, so if you want to have a look at that. I've got Jotun. The Eternal makes it much more complicated to play the deck with this, because you really got to watch your hand size, because if you draw Relic of Dimensions, you usually end up burning a card, so you've got to be very careful with this card. Got to plan around it. And also the Emerald Star, which is a really good card. It reduces the cost of all minions in hand by 2, which can be really, really useful if you want to like get a Zymox out, as well as let's say a Meltranix. And I am keeping Meltranix in because it's an extremely powerful card. You build up your massive board and limit their response to only the left and right most cards in their hand, which very often means they can't deal with your massive like 10-10 or 11-11 big phantasms. Yes, it's this is the updated deck. I took out 1 enchanter to make room for everything. I took out the Pozic as well. Outcast Demon Hunter doesn't seem to be working this meta. Okay, and yeah, Frost Death Knight is still good. Let's look at Pure Paladin. So it's a classic shell. You've got your 3 1-drops, which you can cheat out with Boogie Down. So your Mulligans, you want to be Boogie Down. What else do you want for your Mulligans? I would say definitely keep the Sinful Sous Chef and the Sanguine Soldier, because cheating out Sanguine Soldier only gives it a taunt, because Boogie Down just gives taunt on the finale, and it's not that important. It's got Divine Shield already. Whereas if you cheat out Righteous Protector, then you know it's a 1/1 taunt with Divine Shield. This cheats out 1/1 taunt with Divine Shield. Doesn't really do that much extra. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I'm in 2 minds whether to keep Righteous Protector in the deck. But definitely not in the Mulligan. It's too weak against most ones. You want to be looking for this or that in the Mulligan. Other cards to keep in the Mulligan, if you've got a sous chef, definitely keep Grim Street Outfitter. If you're playing against, let's say, an aggressive deck with big minions early on, then you keep the Class Action Lawyer. And Muster for Battle, I would usually keep in the Mulligan as well. And possibly even Buffet Biggin. If you've got like a 1 or 2 already, then you could put this in and you'll be able to play it infused by turn 4, usually, or turn 3 if you get on the coin. That's your Mulligans. Okay, so the idea of the deck is early on you want to be playing little minions, hopefully buffing them up, playing fast onto the board, starting to dominate the board, making value trades. And once you've established the board and you've you're not getting hammered down by an aggro deck, then you start want to changing your approach to more of a aggressive stance. We've got your Divine Shield minions, like a Buffet Biggin, getting buffed up by this. Generally, people won't want to trade with the Divine Shield minions if you've got other minions on board, which means that your Divine Shields will stay usually. And that means you can get some burst damage with this. Nice little Savage Draw type, 2 attack bonus. Another way of getting Divine Shield is playing Liadrin followed by Master of Battle gives you 3 Divine Shield 1/1s, and then of course you can buff them up with Funkin. Also we've got Jitterbug to help you with card draw. Right, for the late game, also you got this other card, Crusader Aura. Now I have played this preemptively, especially if you've got a Blood Matriarch Liadrin, then the rush minions which come onto the board. So let's say we play Liadrin, play a few like a 2/1 or Sanguine or any one of the tokens. They like you can put this for example. The ones then attack and they because they got rush and they get the aura, so your 1/1s suddenly become 3/2s with Divine Shield and rush, and that can give you a very, very big board buff. The other way of using it is as a lethal. This is like a Savage Rule. Basically, you and it lasts for 3 turns, which means if you didn't quite finish it beforehand, but you still got stuff on board, unless they remove it, you've always got this ongoing threat. Right, Jitterbugs for card draw, so is the Purator. Remember, the Purator will draw both light rays because elementals and beasts. Unless it draws a Jitterbug, which is also a beast. Besides that, it will draw your Funkin, and it will also draw your Sinful Sous Chef. So you draw 5 cards with the, and you got the mech as well. So you got light rays, 2 light rays, a Leviathan, or a Jitterbug. You can't draw 2 light rays and a Jitterbug. So 2 light rays, Leviathan, Funkin is 4. Seafull Savior can also be the mech you draw, and Simple Sous Chef. So your Purator will draw maximum 5 cards here. Then of course, you've got the Leviathan for card draw and for board trading because of the double rush you get, which is amazing. And remember, it's also got Divine Shield, and sometimes it can get a lot of attack from Grim Street Outfitter and Crusade Aura if you've got the buff going. So you can do some very serious board swings just using this card by itself. And of course, it draws you a card which you can choose by dredging. And of course, the big drop is Countess, which is a bit of a dead turn, but unless you play turn 9, you could already play one of the invitations. But the turn after you play Countess can be absolutely devastating, as I'm sure you've all seen. Having a choice of 3 out of 9 options of legendaries can be absolutely, could just win the game by itself, basically. Yeah, so that's the idea. Early game, you want to try getting on board straight away with small tokens. Mid game, you want to try buffing them up, keep your card draw going, play your light rays to make a very, very massive board, and then finish them off with your Countess. That's the idea, or your Funkin as a burst damage option, or with the Aura the 3 burst damage options there. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.